If they're armed with a firearm and there's a heated argument, they're quick to use that firearm. That's the reason why we want to get these firearms out of their hands.
The police chief of Flint talking about efforts to crack down on violence after a deadly day in the city. There were 4 shootings in the span of a little more than 12 hours. 3 were deadly. 1 left a person in critical condition.
We've had an uptick in violence, but for one day is very abnormal.
Without revealing investigative details, Green suggested 2 of the shootings may have been justified. But as the police figure out what happened in each case, they and the city are taking steps they hope will contain crime. TV5's James Felton explains how.
It's continuing the uptick, and we're very concerned about it, and we're going to continue to be proactive.
Flint Police Chief Terence Green told us he knew there would be an uptick in violence this summer, but a sharp spike of 4 shootings Wednesday in just over a 12-hour span surpassed his somber expectations. In all, 3 people lost their lives and another person was critically injured. During a press conference, Green wanted to let residents know his department is doing what they can to try and stem the tide of violence in the vehicle city.
We have been conducting warrant sweeps for those drivers of crime that have active warrants for violent acts. We've established a party store task force that's very active.
Green also talked about the ongoing effort to get illegal guns off the street. He went on to say that community engagement projects are continuing. He tells us 4 police mini stations staffed with volunteers and reserve officers that are located in neighborhoods around the city should open in about a month.
Instead of someone from that neighborhood, that specific neighborhood, having to call here or come down to the police headquarters to make contact with me or any of my staff, they can go to a mini station, a community service center, and make contact with one of those volunteers.
Despite those efforts, the deadly events that unfolded Wednesday still happened. But Green says that won't impact the resolve his department has for making Flint a safe community.
These men and women you see standing here also, they're working very hard, very hard. This is a very fluid situation. We're making adjustments daily, we're conversating daily, and we're going to attack it head on.
James Felton, WNEM, TV5.